Historic US Bank Stadium is the crown jewel of NFL stadiums around the league. Every single other NFL stadium looks like not even a high school stadium, like a middle school decrepit stadium with like bleachers that if you just blowing them the wrong way, down they come. Down they come. That's how great US Bank Stadium is. The home of the Vikings, home of Valhalla, home of the Skull Chat, bum bum, Skull. That whole thing. And with fans back at USB, the Vikings will resume having the best home field advantage in the league. And USA Today did up a ranking of all 30, remember 30 stadiums in the league because 4 teams share 2 stadiums. And guess what? Looky. Spoilers, US Bank Stadium end up at 1. But wanted to go through the list and make fun of all the other. Oh, is this a problem that I'm too rich to understand? Couldn't be me. So 30 FedEx Field. Yeah, the Washington football team, they do not have a name. Also, they barely have a stadium. This place is garbage. And also, the turf, notably, is just absolutely just trash. It is just trash. Daniel Snyder's, well, A, they need a new owner. B, they need a new stadium. Stat. I mean, get out of there. 29 Nissan Stadium. I bet you had no idea what the Titan Stadium was called. Like, even before some of the Nissan commercials they pull up outside of Titan Stadium, it's like, whatever. It's whatever. And I've been to the stadium. It's fine. It's fine, but it is definitely not top of the line. It's not premier. When did this open? 1999? Yeah, that was way back in the day. And also, it's so crazy how these billion-dollar stadiums only last 20, 25 years. Because you just wait. So US Bank Stadium 2016, right? So it's been 5 years. You just wait. In 25 years, US Bank Stadium will just be trash. US Bank Stadium will be on the level of the Metrodome. I miss the Dome, by the way. Anyway, 28. Paul Brown Stadium. Look up the Bengals lease with the city of Cincinnati. It is the most gangster thing ever. It is. But the stadium, although I will say that Cincinnati Bearcat games do look better in this stadium. Like Desmond Ridder, good old number 9, just run around chucking the ball. I still want Desmond Ridder. Don't care. Do not care. Have Desmond Ridder and Kellen Mond compete. Don't care. 27. Ooh, controversial. MetLife Stadium, home of the Jets and the Giants in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's basically a new stadium. It is, but I feel like so there was a trend in the 80s and the 90s where these multi-purpose stadiums, like Pittsburgh had one of them where they play baseball, they play football there, and it was just sort of soulless. And I get that vibe from MetLife, where I like stadiums with character. US Bank Stadium clearly has that. I mean, it's shaped like a freaking ship. And MetLife, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. 26, TIAA Bank Field. Well, shouldn't they also list Tottenham Stadium or wherever they play over in England? Because that Jaguars split time there. But yeah, I have been to the stadium as well. And it's sort of whatever. I think they've outgrown it. It's definitely very 90s. They even had to put pools in the end zone and be like, hey, come watch Blake Bortles overthrow Allen Robinson and chuck a ball into the pool. Souvenir. Great. Yeah. New era. I think they could push for a new stadium, especially with Trevor Lawrence in the building. 25, M&T Bank Stadium. Now, this is the Ravens Stadium. It was opened in 1998. Wait, so did they play here for the 2000 Ravens? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Just another nondescript outdoor stadium, sort of like Nissan Stadium. BOA, BOFA. Yeah, both of these stadiums where the Jaguars and the Panthers came in the league at the same time. And yeah, it makes sense that both of their stadiums are sort of behind the 8 ball at this point. 23, Gillette Stadium, which is kind of crazy that Gillette Stadium opened in 2002. Because remember, the Patriots 2001, their final game, the Tuck Rule game, was in Foxborough, the divisional round game against the Raiders, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, think about it. I mean, this stadium's 20 years old. It's almost aged out. It's kind of crazy. 22, First Energy Stadium. This is the factory of sadness for the Browns. It's funny. 21, Mile High. Now, they have redone Mile High. This opened in 2001. It used to be called, was it Sports Authority before they went, tease up. But I do feel that there is just something about Denver. Maybe it's the elevation. Maybe you're getting high all the time, but the stadium out in Denver is nice. I was at the old one, haven't been to this one. Ford Field. So there is just something depressing about Ford Field. I don't know if it's because the Lions play there, and I don't know if it's because we have to watch a Thanksgiving Day game there every single year, but I understand they're trying to make it cool and just give it character, but it doesn't. It does. Like, Ford Field looks like a knockoff of Lucas Oil Stadium. It does. And plus, they used to have like brick walls around the outside of the field, so just like, yeah. I get, maybe it's just because of the Lions. 19 Hard Rock Stadium. So they've renovated the stadium like 17,000 times, and they're just trying to keep it updated. It's always tough in Florida. This originally opened in 1987. Because they replaced the Orange Bowl with Joe Robbie or something like that. Or maybe the Orange Bowl's still up. I don't know. But yeah, that's whatever. 18 SoFi Stadium. So you have this brand new. Didn't this stadium cost $5 billion? And you can't even crack the top half of the league, man. That's rough. But it's a lot like MetLife Stadium where you have two tenants, so you can't really over accessorize one way or the other. And, 17 Highmark Stadium. I don't even know what this is. Oh, all right. So the Bill Stadium. Rich Stadium. I believe it's called New Era Field for a hot second. And when did this open? Oh, yeah, because this is the original stadium from when the Bills made 4 straight Super Bowls back in the day. So I do respect that. But maybe they need a new stadium. Maybe it'll be in Toronto. I don't know. NRG Stadium. This, of course, opened in 2002 with the Texans coming into the league as an expansion squad. And it is the new wave when it was really big to have the retractable roof. But also the Texans, for years, had natural grass, and it was just atrocious. It was just bad. I think they got field turf now, which is smart. 15 Levi Stadium. This was just a monstrosity, a boondoggle to begin with. Like, this is not a good stadium. It's way out in Santa Clara, and 14 Superdome. Now, Superdome is an iconic stadium. Respect. I do like that the Super Bowl is basically rotated every 4 years with the Superdome. I think New Orleans is a great location because the stadium's right downtown. Everything is right there. All the hotels, all the bars, all the restaurants, but garbage team. Plus, of course, bad memories. Well, mostly bad memories of the Superdome in the playoffs, notably 2009. Well, 2010. The Link. When was the Link open? So I actually preferred Veteran Stadium, man. When there's a jail underneath the stadium, which is kind of hilarious. 12 Soldier Field. Again, one of those other iconic stadiums, but is it iconic because it's iconic or iconic just because it's old? Right? So I think that's where that spot is. But Soldier Field, good location, right downtown, right on the waterfront. But, I mean, the Bears looking to move to Arlington, potentially. 11 Heinz Field. I like Heinz Field, man. It might just be because it was in The Dark Knight Rises. And then, Heinz Ward. By the way, that's how you knew that the movie was fiction, because Heinz Ward returned a kick for a touchdown. But I just thought that Heinz Field, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I think it's a good stadium. You're right on the river, just like PNC Park is for the Pirates. But 10, Lucas Oil. So if a Super Bowl returns to a cold weather city, I think it should be Indianapolis. Centralized location, stadium's right there. There's a reason why they have the Combine in Indianapolis, and it's a great stadium. It is a phenomenal stadium, and even though it has a retractable roof, it doesn't feel cavernous, so it's better than NRG Stadium. It's better than University of Phoenix Online Stadium, or whatever it's called nowadays. It's better than Ford Field. Yeah, I think it's a really good stadium. 9, Allegiant Field. I have not been to this, but I do look forward to taking a Raiders game at the south end of the Strip and see what happens. It's crazy that Raiders home games are the most expensive ticket, because every single team that's coming in on a road game, there's like, we're going to make this a 4-day weekend, baby. Let's go. 8, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So I think it's gangster that Mercedes-Benz sponsors 2 stadiums and their 2 teams are in the same division. That's hilarious. This is the one with the butthole roof where it goes like, as opposed to just sliding. It's kind of hilarious. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, this stadium tried so hard to be like US Bank Stadium, except it just comes up short. Plus, the field is hard to watch on the TV telecast. Maybe it's just because the Falcons are on there. Boom. 7, Arrowhead. Arrowhead's great, man. Like, Arrowhead is as close to a college atmosphere as you will get in the National Football League. KC fans are awesome. Barbecue is great. And the stadium, I don't know what it is. It might just be the shape. It might just be Chiefs fans get after it, but it gets loud. It gets loud, man. Respect. 6, Raymond James Stadium. I have not been there. Look great. when the Bucks were winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations, cool. The Vikings got ripped off there last year, but it's whatever. 5, AT&T Stadium. I don't know. Jerry World, it's just like it's a landmark for late capitalism. I don't know. I do think it is awesome that Jerry Jones owns the whole stadium. I mean, what NFL team owners can say that? It's like, I own the stadium. I own the stadium. And we sold the rest of Dr. Pepper or whatever. 4, Lumen Field. Oh, God. So Seattle, they changed names so much. So it was Quest Field and then CenturyLink after CenturyLink changed names from Quest. And now it's Lumen. No, but it is a great design. Whoever designed the stadium, it gets loud, and it is really cool to see on TV. And plus, they usually play it on primetime. It's usually the Vikings on the road. Yeah. 3, Lambeau Field. No. And again, this is a lot like Soldier Field. Is it iconic because it's iconic or iconic because it's old? Now, the sightlines are poor, bleacher seats, the turf is garbage, and it's right in the middle of a neighborhood. I understand that that's quaint and kind of cool, but no. False. 2, State Farm Field. No. Like, I would put the Superdome above University of Phoenix Online or State Farm Field, whatever it's called now. It's in Glendale. It's in the middle of nowhere, and and number 1, U.S. Bank Stadium. So U.S. Bank Stadium, like we talked about, one of our big selling points is it right downtown, close to things, so that you can also win the day when it's outside of the game. Plus, Vikings fans, we get loud. Going back to the Dome, I'm sure we were loud at the Met back in the day as well. And U.S. Bank Stadium gets rocking, bam, bum, bum, skull, bum, bum, skull. And you got the Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin, just cranking all over the place. It's a garbage venue for concerts, by the way, but it's whatever. This place was made for football, baby. Valhalla, da, 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 da. And it's in the great city of Minneapolis where nothing goes wrong ever. Anyway, but yeah, it's a great stadium. I think the aesthetic is great. The sightlines are phenomenal. It's unique. Of course, you got the bird killer glass, which is fun, which is great. And yeah, I mean, Vikings, we absolutely get juiced to be here at the games. Players, you can tell that they feed off the energy, and that was definitely something that was lacking for the 2020 Vikings. That's something that they will bring back, and that's something that's really going to benefit the Zimmer Hellfire defense, especially on, guess what? 3rd down, 2021 Vikings home games. All the pent-up frustration and energy from 2020 coming in. Woo! It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. Deserves to be one, and rightfully so. About time the national media jabroni haircut shows some love. And, of course, it's to an inanimate object that the Vikings just play in. Great. But your thoughts. U.S. Bank Stadium ranked numero uno by USA Today in the NFL. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.